So now we're at $4,800. Now what am I missing?
Activate.
Ooh. Hey, it's great to see you. Today is just a coffee date. We have a lot of work ahead of us. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Erica and I'm coming to you from Crushed. Utilize the 4 steps for decision analysis in planning a vacation for a family of 4 to Disney World. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a little bit better idea of what it would cost and what it would take to get you and your family of 4 down to Disney World for a nice vacation. If you like the video, consider giving me that thumbs up, maybe even subscribe so you can see how the rest of these goofy videos are gonna pan out. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and start this adventure with the decision statement. And remember, I said be as specific as possible. So the decision statement that I came up with, I want to take my family of 4 to Disney World for a 4-night stay using a 4-day hopper and the entire vacation being under X amount of dollars. And if you noticed in my decision statement, I went ahead and I went with 4 for everything. If you don't know what a 4-day hopper is or a hopper pass, you pay a flat rate for each person to visit each of the parks for 4 days. With this hopper pass, you can visit all of the theme parks even in one day. You can go to Animal Kingdom in the morning and then go to Hollywood Studios and you're like, hey, I want to go back to Animal Kingdom. You can go back and then end the night at Epcot. Now, if you're able to do that, more power to you. That is a lot of walking. And you all know, if you've watched my Barcelo series, I've mentioned multiple times about any kind of health restrictions that you might have. So definitely take those into consideration and have great shoes and great insoles. This will really help you be able to actually crush all of those parks in as much time as you want. So it's great to plan these out. Definitely don't encourage you to plan them out minute by minute, but maybe half day by half day. So you're looking at blocks of time. So around breakfast time, where do you want to be? Lunchtime, where do you want to be? And maybe dinner time, where do you want to be? And depending on where you stay or what kind of pass you've purchased, you are able to take advantage of what's called magic hours. Enjoy the park before it actually opens, and then even stay after it closes. Now, if you have kiddos, going in the summertime is the best time for you to go. Maybe even that spring break time. So the time frame is totally up to you. But to keep the cost a little bit lower, we're going to look at the 3rd week in June. So let's look at what flights would be from Dallas to Orlando around the 3rd week of June. This time for flights, I want to go ahead and use the Google Flights option. This is a really cool platform. If you go to Google Flights, it'll give you prices on different airlines. Whichever one you select will take you straight to that airline's platform. Another cool thing that Google offers is tracking. I've come to find out that the best day to purchase plane tickets is on a Tuesday around lunchtime. Go with the airline that is reputable and that you trust, even if it is maybe a couple extra dollars. Unless you're trying to really do this under budget, at least maybe purchase or consider purchasing some insurance, so if you do have to cancel in the future, that you can at least recoup most, if not all of that money. To make the most of my trip, I want to go ahead and plan the flight for as early in the morning as I can handle. That way I'm getting there early in the day and I can get myself situated and oriented and get all of our tickets and fast passes and maybe even our little wristbands, get everything situated before we really just start hitting that ground running.
We don't have a plan. Just let me live a little younger than I really am.
Okay, so I was able to find a flight for $324 per person, and that is on American Airlines. So that's leaving around 9 a.m. Monday morning and you're getting there around noon. So that's not too bad. That gives you plenty of time to get situated. So we're looking at $324 times 4 for 4 people. And that doesn't include taxes. Now that we have a ballpark idea of what the flight cost is going to be, let's go ahead and look at the resort and go straight to Disney World to see what kind of packages they might have. Okay, so they've got a really cool offer right now. They've got offer ends booked by May 2nd. So that's that exploding offer. Don't get overwhelmed and think that you have to buy now. So that is a marketing tactic. Just stay cool, stay calm, and we're just using this piece for research right now. So right now they've got an offer. It says get 2 extra days added to your ticket when you buy a 4-night, 3-day room and ticket package at select Disney resort hotels. Okay, so if we're going to use this package, this is telling us that we have to book anywhere between July 4th and September 12th. So if we want to go with this package, we're going to have to bump our dates out a month. So maybe the 3rd week of July. It's a little bit further out, which may decrease the price of plane tickets. So let's go ahead and bump our vacation into the 3rd week of July. All right, and whenever you're planning this, you can totally go backwards. You can look at the resort first and see what the availability is. So with the new COVID restrictions and measurements, Disney may be decreasing the amount of people that are in the park at one time. So maybe check the availability for the resort first and then go back and purchase your airline tickets. This will give you an even greater idea of when the most appropriate time to go is, and hopefully that matches the time frame that you have put into your decision statement. This could change based on your musts and wants. So if you're going with the least expensive, like the must is you cannot go over budget, then you're gonna want to go with maybe the least expensive option. And definitely have those extra platforms that you can go through and do a cost comparison. Okay, and as you can see, it says Disney Resort Hotels will begin a phased reopening. As we open these hotels, a number of health and safety measures will be in place. Additionally, some experiences may be modified or unavailable. Okay, so important details, we're looking at 5-day theme park tickets included in the package are valid for admission beginning on the date of check-in and must be used within 8 days. Theme park reservations are limited and subject to availability, so you want to view the park reservations availability on the calendar. So this package with just a standard view looks to be about $2,500. So far we're at $3,800, and that's just for flights and the room with your hopper passes through Disney World's website, and you're getting 5 days. So instead of the 4-day hopper, you're getting 5 total days. And please take into consideration that some of the parks are going to have different modifications and restrictions, and some things are going to be closed during your visit. If this is something that you're willing to live with, it's more important to go to Disney World than it is to be able to see every single attraction, then this is maybe the time for you and your family to go. The next thing we want to look at is dining. So what is it going to cost to feed a family of 4? Disney does offer meal packages, and this is something that you can look into and see if this is going to have that cost benefit. My guesstimate would be $200 a day, and that is lowballing it. So for a family of 4, each day for 5 days, so we're looking at an additional $1,000 at a minimum to feed a family of 4 for that 5-day vacation. Okay, so now we're at $4,800. This is for round trip airline tickets, a stay for 5 days in the Coronado, that comes with your hopper tickets, and also feeding your family if you're only spending $200 a day for the family of 4 each day for those 5 days. Don't forget transportation. The resort or hotel that you stay at may not offer transportation to and from the airport. Now, what am I missing? That's what I'm missing. So if we want to build a lightsaber, first we're going to have to find out if the venue is open, if we're able to schedule it during the time that we're going on vacation, and if it fits into our budget. And that's not something that I can tell you to add in or take out of your budget. That is completely up to you and your family and what you guys have decided. Taking a family of 4 to Disney World in the summertime is expensive, but if you notice, there are a lot of families that do it. So this is where your research is really going to come into play. This is at least giving you an idea of how much it might be to take a family of 4 to Disney World around the 3rd week of July. That is peak season in the summertime when all the kiddos are out of school. Okay, now that we've broken down the cost and we know that we're exceeding about $5,000, this is where I time out and this is where you go to work. This is where you're going to do all of the research and go through a couple different platforms to really do that cost comparison and make a list of your musts and wants. After you've listed all of your musts and wants, try to find 3 separate platforms after you've listed your musts and wants and you've gone through all 3 of those platforms, you've done all of your research, I want you to list out those 3 options. Which one gives you all of your musts and most of your wants and is still under budget? After you've got all 3 of those laid out, I want you to decide. I want you to think about what risks are associated with booking. Is there any kind of insurance that you need to add to it? What if you have to cancel? Are you going to be able to recoup all of that money to include the deposit? I really hope that these 4 steps helps you out. And at the end of this series, we're going to look back through all of this and we're going to say, okay, what did I learn and what might I be able to do differently? But in the end, after doing all that research and just understanding how to vacation with this new norm is really going to arm you and your family and set you guys up for success, especially if Disney World is on the top of your list and something that you absolutely want to do within the next year. I hope you enjoyed this video and the breakdown of what it would cost to take you and your family of 4 down to Disney World. I would love to see you here next week so we can take a walk through Galaxy's Edge and look at the new restrictions, processes, and procedures that Disney has in place to keep you and the staff safe. Whenever you're doing your research for your vacation, there's a lot of information out there. Please try not to get overwhelmed. And remember, the whole point of this is to have fun. Love that life that you're in. Get out there, try something new. And for this vacation, let's just crush it.
No, I mean she's going to go.
Hi. Build a lightsaber.
And you may call me Kembe. Now, to some of you, this may look like a lot of old junk, but let me assure you, some of it is new junk. You've heard the legend of Luke Skywalker, yes?
Yes.
Very good. Well now, we hear there is another, a new Jedi. Do you know her name?
Ray.
Ray, yes! And what she is leading is the spark of hope that we have been searching for so long. And that's why you're here. To look ahead and to build this. A lightsaber. To build a lightsaber is an art. The saber is a reflection on its builder, with the force flowing between them, with perhaps the most important part of the lightsaber, the kyber crystal, able to focus the energy of the force to magnify it. The blue crystal, like the one wielded by Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and now Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda himself, and Luke Skywalker. The violet crystal, red, beautiful, like the one wielded by Mace Windu. And red. The color of power, the crystal of Darth Maul, Visage Ventress, Darth Vader, and now Kylo Ren. But these are the stories of the past, and we're here for you, our future. It's now time to select your kyber crystal. Everyone, close your eyes, mate. Close your eyes. Very good.
Awesome.
Green crystal holder in front of you. We will now pair your crystal with the unique lightsaber design. Place the hand on the hilt and together on my command, activate. Builders, raise your lightsabers. Like the Jedi and Sith who came before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark.